everybody, and welcome back to another League of Legends matchup for ECAC with the Vandals. I'm Green Rose Gaming,
Hi, I'm ZG Fenrir.
and tonight we have the Varsity Vandals going up against University of Mary Washington.
Ooh, exciting matchup for
Yes.
tonight.
And just forewarning, Mary Washington, their current record is 2-0. However, their last matchup was a forfeit,
Okay.
and the one before that one, it was a 0-0.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't really know why that's recorded like that, but their first round matchup was an actual win.
Okay.
So that's what we're going up against. We don't actually know how they play or any real stats on them, any of their players, what champions they prefer.
Right.
We got nothing.
We got nothing. That's okay, though. How are the Vandals doing so far?
So far, I believe we have a 2-1, or is it? Yes, we have a 2-1. Yay!
Yay, 2-1.
And we've actually played those games.
Yes.
So
we have been getting some practice in for this autumn season, this spring season of ECAC. So
autumn is. We had a good autumn.
Yeah, she's great. She plays Platoon too.
Yeah.
We like. Yeah, we like autumn here.
Yes, we do. JV has a bye tonight.
Ooh, okay.
So that's pretty good.
So congratulations for the free win. That counts as 1 point. I've heard. So
I think JV needed that.
JV did kind of need. It's okay though.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
okay.
We love you, Boofless. Last week, unfortunately, JV did lose against. Oh, I forgot who they went against last week. Was it ECPI?
It was not ECPI. It might. I have no idea.
Last week they lost 2-0.
Let us know in the comments section down below.
Yeah, you guys can tell us.
You'll tell us. You'll know. All I remember is that we had the one Norwegian person show up and like, "Yo, can I join?" And we were like, "Yes." Asterisk.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't that was for JV because we watched JV instead of Varsity?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun though.
Good times. Good times were had by all.
I honestly have no idea what we're expecting tonight. Like who's going to be placed in midfield, whether it's going to be Shiny starting out or Funeral starting out. Things have been switching back and forth for the Varsity team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see our players doing the draft in the cameras if you want to throw it up right here again. Quick.
Yay! Let's watch the draft.
We can watch them do their little draft in the background. Yeah, it should work that time. Let's go. So yes, the mid laners, Funeral and Shiny are the ones that are being swapped out. I don't think that they've settled on a permanent one yet. Still, I think how they just want to play it is they want to do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to me. So I actually have no idea who they're going to start with. From overhearing their practice from, I believe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
When they had their practice, they started with Funeral and then they swapped in Shiny for their second game.
Oh,
so
okay.
I imagine that they're going to do something similar for today, where they start with Funeral and then maybe swap into Shiny if we need it.
They've actually been doing it in reverse, haven't they?
Yeah, so far they've always started with Shiny and then they go into Funeral. So I think we're going to try and change it up this time.
Which should be good.
I'm excited to see what comes of it for sure.
Yes. And we do have Siobhan King as our support, as always. We might see another Poppy play from him, or maybe a Leona.
Leona is the pick that I know that they're super comfortable with, so I would not imagine that that's who they're going. So
yeah, I guess it depends on the
pick and bans.
Yeah, and Mary Washington's setup.
Curious to see if they've done any research because I think
there was nothing for us to see.
There's nothing for us to see. So all's fair in war, as they say. So if they got research on us, they got research on us.
All's fair in League. Oh yeah.
Not everything's fair. I promise not.
Artanis is probably gonna pick Zach again.
Yeah, either Zach or the Ornn are the two that he really likes going. So.
Very mobile, allows him to help out the different the different lanes. Yeah. Should be okay.
Shouts out our Siege players playing up here in the top corner right there. They're having a good time. I think it's their practice day today. So you can see them hanging out in the corner right there.
Always fun with the Siege players. And I do believe they're finishing up draft, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like they have it pulled up a bit still. So I think they're looking at the op.ggs is what they're looking at right now. So they're trying to decide bans. That is one thing I will give up, is that the players know how to use the op.gg website, which is basically like here's the entire database for how League of Legends works and how the optimal meta that you should be running is played.
Okay.
And you can find the stats for different players on there as well. So I imagine that that's what they're using.
That's sick.
Yeah, it is very sick. I'm very glad. Almost as glad as we've got Swag Studio at 13 with the follow. We greatly appreciate you guys.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
And I hope you guys are joining us and ready to see an amazing stream supported by Ziply Fiber.
Well, shouts out Ziply Fiber, ladies and gentlemen. The fastest fiber optic internet in the Pacific Northwest, some might say.
Mm-hmm. $10 a month for students.
$10 a month? That's such a good price.
I know,
There's
right?
got to be like some sort of extra thing that you have to go through in order to do it, right?
Yeah, it's going to the website.
Okay.
That's all you have to do. Click on the website. Put that in www.ziplyfiber.com/students.
Say that again for me one more time.
www.ziplyfiber.com/students.
Plan starting as low as $10 a month to get your fast fiber optic today. Thank you, Ziply Fiber. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, definitely helps out.
Very much so. I believe that pick and bans are getting done now. Players are sitting down into the seats finally, so we should get going here in about 3 minutes or so.
Yes, almost there. Anticipation.
Did League play in Big Sky last weekend? Do you remember? I think they did, right?
Yes, they did.
Do you remember how they did at all, or no? Yeah, that sounds about right to me, actually.
They did all right.
I heard they got third.
Yes, they did get third out of
4? Out of 5? Was it 5 or 4?
I think it was 5 last week.
One of those numbers is way better than the other one, so that's like a whole differential at that point.
That is a whole differential.
So they kind of petered out there towards the ends a little bit, but that's okay.
But you know what? That's top 3.
That is top 3.
Regardless of the number.
Let's go, bronze medal, baby.
10?
Top 3 out of 10? Wow, okay.
Oh, okay,
Shouts
that's
out.
significantly
That's
better.
much better. Okay, we're actually good.
Top
now we
3
can
out
actually
of-
cheer. Let's go! That's awesome.
In theory, 10? That's a little different. But you know what? If it's around 10, that's still good.
That's still really good.
Mhm.
DQs aside, because there's always DQs in a tournament bracket. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You can always count on it.
I don't think we casted it, though.
No.
Montana did.
Montana was the
University
one that ended up
of Montana.
Yeah. They got it, which we appreciate you guys. Shouts out University of Montana.
Woo.
Made our days a lot more doable. I would
Honestly,
say.
they've been like a really good, I guess, sister school to us
yeah.
for the esports program. We've been doing competitions with them, streaming together. We've been sharing these responsibilities. I mean, they've been pretty sweet.
They've been awesome. Shouts out the Big Sky Conference. All those guys, they put in a lot of work, and you can definitely tell that they're in a good conference. So we,
yeah.
Speaking of being weird, hey, your hands were doing a weird glowy thing there. It's fun. That's fun to see. So like I could like put my hand behind your hand, and whoa, my hand is gone, chat. Where'd my hand go? It's like the I can remove my thumb joke.
Yes.
But you just remove your entire your wrist.
Yes. I no longer have a thumb.
It's gone.
It's gone. Oh, I heard the sound.
That sounds like Champ Select. So we should be getting into the match shortly. 2.5 minute delay.
Do believe Jinx was just banned.
That is kind of bad for us because I believe we have our ADC is a solo Jinx one trick. So I'm curious to see what it is that they're going to switch to.
Oh, we have Vi on the other side. And it does look like... Oh, wait, no. That's our opponents. Okay, we might have a Zac on the opponent's side for jungler.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe Artanis is picking Ornn this time?
That would make a lot of sense. I know that Ornn is quite strong in the current league comp. So I wouldn't be surprised. I am a little interested about the Vi pick. Vi is a decent jungler, but I didn't think that she was very meta relevant, all things considered. So
I mean, they were using OpGG, so maybe things have adjusted.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it turns out. So,
Renata Glask. I remember seeing them in the last matchup.
Well, that's good because I didn't see them at all. So.
Or just the last league game that I watched, Renata was there.
Okay, because I haven't actually heard of that champ at all. Actually.
Yeah, they were kind of scary, if I'm honest. Oh, and we have Rel.
That's that looked like the new one to me.
Yeah?
I believe so, but I also don't recall that name. I don't. We'll find out.
We shall find out, but I'm pretty sure you're right about Rel being the new one.
She premiered in the Arcane, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember her name being Rel from Arcane, which is why I'm like, is that the new champ, or am I just being stupid? Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe Rel shows up later in the show with the upcoming new season.
Maybe. I have not watched season 2 at all, so she
Mhm.
could show up there, and I just don't know about it.
And
So.
we have Kaisa and Zed as well joining our team here.
The Kaisa is the classic. I had actually forgotten that Kaisa are the other
Did we
ADC
ban
member.
Jinx? Because that's on our
Yeah,
side.
that is on our side, isn't it?
Interesting.
I wonder if we have these sides swapped, because I thought that we had run Ezreal before. And I know that, like you had mentioned, that Artanis usually likes to run Zac.
Yeah, but the thing is, we usually play Kaisa.
Yeah, I'm confused now.
Yeah, and plus, none of those names are our Vandals.
That is true.
So I think we're Team Red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouts out the league client not telling us who all 10 players in the lobby are.
I know. It's so wonderful, isn't it? But you know what? I could be wrong, and they could just be using different accounts, which I wouldn't understand why.
I think the ECAC bans the ability of using other accounts.
So I
sure
think we're Team Red.
That logically makes sense. So.
Yeah. But why would we? Maybe their Jinx is better than our Jinx, and they were just like, we're just gonna no.
Yeah. We can see our players over there in the top right.
Strategizing.
Yep. Strategizing, starting the game out.
Yep. I know, we have another 2 minutes almost before the game starts up.
Shouts out spectator delay. Hey, that means that we don't have a stream delay in that case, which means
Exactly.
that we get to live chat with you guys. So we
So
appreciate
much fun.
having you. All 4 of you.
That's all right.
Char.
More than 3, it's a party.
More than 3, it is a party.
But I'm excited to see that Kaisa. Wait, isn't Kaisa usually paired with Siobhan King as no, Kaisa's usually mid lane and then switches someone say party. Stinks.
It is party time, baby. We like to party.
We do. We like having fun here.
I'm glad that you're in my generation for that, because the kids probably don't know about that.
It's okay.
We're just old, chat.
I'm almost gonna hit my 2nd decade.
Really?
Yeah. That's actually this year.
Okay. Congratulations. I'm about to hit my 43rd is what I'm about to hit.
Your 43rd decade?
No. Maybe that is right. Hold on. It's been a while. I have to go back and count. So there was the Ming Dynasty first, and then we went to the Duck Dodgers era, 21st and a half century. And then from there, we landed on the moon.
Yes.
And here we are now in this regular. I almost called this a dynasty. That's.
We are a dynasty.
We are a
now.
dynasty now. So.
Oh, love to see that we're seeing the gameplay before we're even allowed into the game.
That is how it goes. I mean, we could technically cheat, but it looks like everybody is excited as well to watch the varsity team.
Here's canonically 45.
Okay, thank you for keeping track for me. I did not remember.
Oh, yes.
No. You have to go into settings because it's full screen, remember?
Oh, we're getting into the game. It's okay. Technical difficulties aside, we're ready for this game.
There you go. They're getting it figured out.
Howdy!
Hello.
Yes.
We are having a party here, yes.
This is lots of partying. Much fun.
Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, I will be, so. Perfect. Let's see here, chat. Chat. We're waiting on. What are we waiting on? That looks right to me. My bad, bro. My bad. I was just curious. I'm asking a question, bro.
We love. Do your job.
Do your job. I'll do mine. You got it. Okay.
Yeah. We just work here.
Yeah, that is the official word from production, that they just work here. They don't know what it is that they're doing, and neither do we.
Yes.
And we're here for a good time.
We're just here to talk about League.
Yes.
As soon as we can see League.
We can kind of see it down there.
Yeah. People getting their stuff ready.
Yeah.
Some pokes thrown here and there.
You were correct in that we are the red team. So good call on that. I can see Biped Toaster there playing the Orin on the top lane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now we're blocked. That's sweet. There we go. Oh,
Oh,
here
we're
we
in,
go.
chat. We're in.
Oh, Rel's the one with the horse.
Oh.
I've seen Rel before. Okay.
Okay. I have never seen Rel before, actually. So this is a
Ah.
very interesting pick because unless the meta has drastically changed since the
Oh,
last time that I
Biped's
saw him.
Ornn.
Yeah, Biped is our top laner. He is the one that. So last semester or a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
What's it? Overlord was, or the Artanis in this case, was the top laner.
Right.
However, he felt like he was getting more impact if he had a stronger role than top lane, because like top lane matters a lot. Don't get me wrong.
But it's not as impactful to the whole team.
Correct.
Right.
Like top lane is probably the spot that matters the most, but it's not as impactful.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
So Artanis is the one playing Vi.
Yeah,
here.
Artanis is now the jungler, and Vi is I want to say classic jungler.
Okay.
Very classic.
I always seen Vi as more of a heavy hitter, but that might be the arcane influence in me.
Definitely the arcane influence, for sure.
Yeah.
She's been a jungler for as long as I've known about her. So.
Okay. And Funeral playing, oh, I saw that name. That's Zed?
Yes, that is Zed.
That is
That is
Zed.
correct. So that's going to be Zed in the mid lane.
Okay. Little bit of poke here from Might. Oh, that's actually a really way to do their username.
MYYT. I do like
Might.
that. Is it like termite or is it like might of Thor, you know?
That's a good question.
Because the way it's spelled and it looks to me, it looks like termite. Because like
They don't die, so
yeah, they don't die. That's exactly the reasoning
would
that I
work.
had for that.
Oh, they're getting a little close to our tower.
Yeah.
Our turret. Sorry.
A lot of the times, you generally are okay with pushing your wave up to the turret and then falling back in order to. 'Cause
Right.
Even
You
just a
wanna
little
follow
bit
the
of tiny
minions.
chip damage on turret, they're very good.
True. And we have top lane doing top lane stuff. Cho Tiny. Is that the yep.
Cho Tin Y.
Cho
some
Tin
might say.
Y.
We'll call him Cho.
Oh.
Call him Cho.
Cho at
I can't read that either. Oh.
That's at ETN or is that ETA?
I have no
Talco?
idea. We'll find out here in a second. They're playing
True.
they're playing over there in the jungle. It's an
It's
A.
an A.
ETA?
LCO. Italco.
Italco. Okay. Italco.
Looks like mid lane's holding its own, like we usually see in the beginning.
Yeah. Mid lane is a pretty good spot to. That's very back and forth. Whereas generally, like top lane and bottom lane are both generally kind of one-sided, especially at the start of each round. The mid lanes are pretty even because it's literally a one-on-one matchup that is not counterpick dependent. Like both characters generally can do well in the mid lane whenever you start out.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed as well. And it's true, the only thing we're drinking out our party is Monster Energy.
Yeah. Shouts out Monster Energy drink. This one goes out to you.
As you drink water.
You're not supposed to say that. They can't see me for a reason.
Ah, yes, but it's amusing.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh,
You know, I
looks
haven't
like-
drinking an energy drink ever. Isn't that weird?
that's amazing.
Yeah. I can just say that I haven't drank their stuff. I can still promote their stuff.
Weedles with the prime, thank you.
That's my goat right there. Front and center. 3 months in a row now, too?
Damn.
That should get you a new badge now, actually. You want to type in the chat there, buddy. Type in the chat. We do totally have badges, don't we? We're going to find out really quick.
We are ahead level-wise in mid lane, so that's pretty good for us. Actually, I think Funeral's doing the best right now.
Yeah, mid lane is very easy to scale.
Yeah.
Especially at the beginning, because there's a lot of minions because they take the shortest amount of time in order to get to the middle. And so there's just a lot of minions that you end up going through. Badge check. See, you do have a badge, punk. That's awesome. We love to see it.
Oh, things are going well. Progressing slowly as per league, but looking good.
I was a little worried that the Vandals were a bit behind because Mary Washington had a bit of a faster start than us on the levels. They hit level 3 and 4 before we did, but I think we ended up hitting level 5 before they did. So now it's roughly even, actually, as far as
Hype train coming.
Audi with the sub. Welcome,
Nice.
welcome. Prime for 4 months now, baby. Oh, that means that you have a special badge yourself now. Badge check.
4 months in a row.
Congratulations. We love to see it. You're better. Hey, you tell him, bro. You tell him. This Weedles guy, that's old news. It's all about Howdy now.
Oh, we got the Cloud Drake?
Okay.
I didn't even realize it was coming out yet.
Yeah, it's been a fast 5 minutes so far. No deaths either, actually, which has been surprising.
Oh, yeah.
A very safe gameplay coming
And we
out.
have about 10 seconds before Void Grubs coming out.
I said safe gameplay, but it looks like the Vandals are going to jump and get the first pick of the match.
And a follow. Wow.
Welcome, welcome, Erickson. We'd love to have you.
And meeting our goal. Thank you.
Is that what
Yeah,
number is that now?
740.
740, baby. 10 away from 50.
Woohoo!
That's crazy, actually. When I started working here, we were at like 500 something.
Right.
So we've grown almost like a quarter of our last.
I remember our first 100. That was.
It's always crazy
fun.
when you get your first 100. It's like, wow, we actually have
We
100.
did it!
Dude, 100 is a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
You ever think about like, oh,
we got
30
the
people
first
in a
kill,
room?
too.
Yeah.
I love how we're just barely. It's because it's the beginning, guys. It's because it's the beginning, I promise.
Everybody will scale accordingly, and then things will get interesting.
Exactly. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a clash with their Zac and Might over the Void Grubs. Or, sorry, Saturn. Oh, Funeral's coming in to help out.
That will be the Ornstein ult coming in, and that should be a Saturn death right there for Artanis.
Looks like those two Mary Washington players are heading out. Good idea, as we did. Oh, another new follower.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Good luck to you guys as well. We're hoping to see you guys in the later on in the bracket. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a fun matchup.
I'm excited.
We're still having control level-wise in top lane, which is nice, but I do expect Tiny to be catching up soon.
Yes. All things considered, we've been doing pretty good. We have about 1,000 gold differential for us right now, so we're definitely ahead.
Oh yeah.
In this early build.
I can't believe it's been over 7 minutes and there's only been 2 deaths. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
We ain't in the Oh,
well.
sad.
We would have liked to have played you. How about that?
Maybe a scrim.
Maybe a scrim. Actually, that we could probably get that arranged. All things considered. Reach out to us at our Twitter DMs. I think probably would be the best spot.
That probably would be the best spot.
Or you can join our Discord. If you use !mark Discord in the chat, you can hop in the Idaho Discord. You don't have to be a student here at all. You're more than welcome to just come and hang out. And
we got the feat of warfare from Vi.
Okay.
Artanis has been on top of that, having the first kill and the feat of war kill.
Yeah. So Artanis is playing quite well right now. He is currently 2-0. The other kill going on to the Zed.
Ooh.
Dude, look at that. I can't believe those commands work.
The Moobot. I remember you telling me about the Moobot.
Moobot, baby. We love the Moobot.
Little guy.
Little guy. He's just a little guy who can play music in your stream.
Really?
Yeah, that's the whole reason that that's the whole reason that I use Moobot is because he's the only free way that you can play music. I think Nightbot technically lets you do it too, but it's weird because it's not like a YouTube queue. It's rigged.
We got all 3 Void Grubs too.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a good start to the set of 6. So
Vandals are doing quite well. They are being pushed kind of far back in this bot lane here. I think Might and Q-Ball are doing an excellent job at pushing their lanes and keeping the pressure on the bot lane.
I will agree to that. They've been good at holding their lanes away from the turrets, but we've been taking over on all other accounts.
Yeah, both as in the jungle, the mid lane, and the top lane. We've just kind of outscaled them so far. So
that's okay. Looks like the next Drake is coming pretty soon. Oh, sorry. I saw Cloud Drake in the little feed, and I was like, yeah, that should be happening. And then I looked, and I'm like, wait, no. Never mind.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to look over at what
Mountain Drake in a minute. Okay. Mountain Drake.
Mountain Drake in 1 minute.
Okay. That's fine.
I see. Apparently, we are getting new sub badges live as we speak.
Ooh.
You do realize that those have to be visible in, I think it's 52 by 52. Okay.
Void Grum's coming in less than 2 minutes. The Cloud Drake's coming in half a minute. And looks like the first signs of Otacon are showing up in bot lane. Yes. Oh. Pretty chill. Can't wait for them to pop up. Funeral is still holding his own in mid lane, which is great. Siobhan King has been popping up and helping out Funeral every once in a while, but holding their own.
The Vandals currently are scaled a little bit better item-wise. All things considered, Cue Ball actually is doing quite well on their items. They have quite a decent spread so far, having all 6 of their slots used up already. The only thing that they would need now is probably the boots, I think.
Oh no, Siobhan King's looking a little...
Yeah, tried to flash to escape there. He's not quite able to make it to the
That
tower.
3v1 was a little too much. But that's okay. He'll be coming back pretty soon. Oh! Okay.
It's looking like Artanis is also going to be doing unfortunate things to himself. He,
That's one way to phrase that.
He has ended up having to get 3v1'd, and then that should be the Drake going to Marion Washington this time.
Yes, but you know what that means? We should have the availability to get the Void Grubs here. Yep, that is equal Drakes.
1-1. That actually evens out the gold differential as well, putting Marion Washington in the lead. In fact.
Oh.
So they
Well, not
are
by
rolling
too
in the
much.
money.
That's about 300, 400.
About 400 or so. But you'll notice that they also just bought a whole bunch of items down there now. We were saying they were slightly behind, but them winning that Drake and getting enough of that gold is able to push them in the lead item-wise now. So
That might get them started on getting some more kills as well.
yes.
Oh, we got one Void Grub, and it looks like we're going for the others. We have Rel as well as Kaisa in Void Grubs right now.
Yeah, looks like we are going to end up meeting here. The fight is going down. Biped
Oh,
leveling up
goodness.
in the middle of the fight, and he's going to try and get 2 here.
Siobhan is holding his own. We have a 3v4 right now.
Siobhan taking out Shintoy, or Choi Twin. Choi Tinny. Tiny. Who knows?
It's okay. And it looks like we won that team fight.
Yeah, definitely. Very much so. And that will mean Void Grubs are ours for the taking.
As well as those kills and that gold, putting us back ahead. Here we go.
Vandals are smart here. They're going to try and get these one more picture, I think, and then they're going to want to...
On Saturn, or actually probably going to be... Yep.
The problem, though, is that Siobhan King is so low that he doesn't want to die. He's super fed.
Oh!
He is going to try and get chased down here, but...
You know what? We got that. We got the whole team kill.
Yeah.
And that is 8 kills for us.
Okay. Vandals having a much better game than they have in any of the previous matchups that they've had so far.
I agree. It looks like we're a lot more comfortable right now.
Yes.
So, things are looking good.
Yeah, I think the training session that I mentioned that I eavesdropped in on definitely helped a lot, because I think that's actually the first time that they've ever sat down and been like, hey,
Why did they honestly, I don't know why Mary Washington came back for that. They had less people in the area, as well as us just being higher level and having a dominating presence in that section of the map. So, I don't know why.
Who knows why they rehit? That's okay. That's a mistake for them to figure out in VOD review.
Yep.
So that'll put us in the lead, both levels and gold-wise now.
Oh, unstoppable for Biped. But I believe that's his Q? No, his W.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out the keys right now.
Chat, you can't see her. Her hands are up in the air like she's typing in a keyboard.
Fine. That might not the ult.
Funeral is currently unstoppable. Well done. You have about 30 hours in MOBAs. You have about 7% knowledge what's going on here. Hey, dude, that's
Fair.
about, I don't know, maybe like 25 hours more than what I've got.
In about 29 hours than I've got.
Hey, you've got hours at least. Some of the rest of the people on our staff don't have hours at all, so.
That's fair. I'm more of a RPG type.
That's fair. I get that.
Single player games are my style.
We were able to push back the bot lane almost all the way to their spawn, so that should be a lot of this damage going onto the tower now. Actually, this should probably actually just be a free tower.
Yeah, but it looks like they might be reorganizing, or, I mean, Mary Washington specifically. Or maybe not. I'm just looking at the bot.
I think they're just coming back from their deaths. They are very under-leveled. You can tell Might is 2 levels lower than he should be. Same with Q-Ball. They are not able to...
But we need to wait for the minions before we go any farther with that.
Yeah.
Funeral chasing back Saturn as well.
Yeah, Vandals are having a phenomenal game 1. I'll say it.
Oh,
They're doing a lot better than they were last week.
6 kills and 3,000 gold higher. We got the turret. We have all 6 Void Grubs. and a Drake. Great job, honestly. About 5 minutes, or a little less than 5 minutes before Otacon. 20 seconds before Rift. Hopefully we can get Rift, but that really depends on whether we want Drake or Rift. Oh, it's an Infernal Drake.
Ooh.
Blood Roses. I guess we might be giving that away. I'd prefer not. I prefer getting all of the Blood Roses. Just because of the Team XP.
Definitely no implicit bias in your game.
No.
No, okay.
No, not at all. Nothing like that whatsoever. But it looks like they might... Oh, no, we're here to contest. Okay, that's good.
It is a 4v4 team fight.
With
Practically
Rift.
everyone is here. Yeah, I think all the Vandals are really looking for here is just to kind of stall them out and say, hey, we are here and trying to make presence.
Artanis and Siobhan King do die in that, though. But Doom of Newbie is taking that back.
Wow, that's a lot of great health. And he's still able to die for it, too. So Vandals should win this team fight here. Cue Ball ending up going down as well, and that is a full team wipe.
Other than Saturn.
For the fight, yeah.
Yeah. So 4 deaths versus 3? I'd say that was pretty good for us.
And Saturn showing face for some reason. I don't know why they decided to show up so late. But at that point, yeah, you just want to get out with your life.
Yeah. Maybe there's not a lot of communication on Mary Washington, so they went up. I don't know. Because that's the only reason I could think of one of the players going in by themselves after losing a team fight.
See, normally that's not a horrible thing to do either. If it's like, oh, hey, I can come back and maybe get one pick or draw one away from the Rift, right? But the problem is that they have such a lower level than the Vandals do at the moment, where it's like you can't actually do all that much other than just draw them away, and usually you end up dying.
Looks like they're refocusing on to the Drake, and we have Rift Herald, and we're putting that in mid lane. Oh.
So that will be mid turret destroyed, as well as a lot of damage, hopefully coming in on the on this second other turret as well. But
they do get Infernal Drake. It's unfortunate. Well, you know what? We had Rift, and we're going for their second tower in mid lane.
We actually will end up getting it. So now we have 2 pretty good win conditions going into this second half of the game here. Mid lane is looking phenomenal for us. It's very fast and easy to push, and so you want a lot of pressure on the mid lane. But then also, we have one of the turrets on bot lane destroyed as well.
Yeah.
So there are 2 avenues that Vandals can potentially take this.
And hopefully we see Ornn pushing up with the minion wave, and we could possibly start making moves in top lane.
Well, honestly, the whole point of top lane, and the reason why it's so important that you hold it, is that the longer you hold it, the better your win con is for whatever other lanes you have pushed up. So even though my Patoaster is technically losing his lane, his tower is more destroyed than Mary Washington's is, he's doing his job excellently in that he hasn't let the tower fall yet.
True, and Artanis did come up to help. Maybe we take out Showtiny and make some moves?
We're going to see if that happens or not. We're going to have to reset some of the abilities, and now Artanis is going to come in, assist from the Choo-Choo ult, and that will be the top lane.
And hopefully that feeds Artanis as well, because he is a little bit behind the others. Siobhan King needs a few levels himself. But he is the point, so I'm not surprised.
The nice thing, too, about the Vandals comp is that...
Artanis...
able to make it out with his life using the little explosion bush. And actually, we're able to get...
a taco? El Taco?
Taco.
I love the accent that you're using for it.
Gotta get the Italian Spanish in it.
Yes. Ooh, healing up. Nobody gets too hurt in that exchange. Everybody leaves that. And it's okay. Oh! Funeral in bot lane.
Can't sit in a turret for that long when you're that low of health, unfortunately.
Nope.
So that is another turret destroyed. So Vandals having all 3 of the all 3 of the main turrets for each lane down are in an excellent position.
Crazy that we're living some of these living some of these 2v1s.
Yeah. We're able to escape, and I think our rotates are very fast right now, right? Like for the the Artanis situation right. He was trying to do a 1v1. However, he ended up having that turn into a 2v1. He was able to escape with his life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, our escape routes have been excellent so far.
I agree. This is probably one of the best showings I've seen from Funeral. It's a 7-2-5 for him right now versus his opponent mid laner. Well, typical mid laner, 0-5.
Yeah, he's having a phenomenal game. I got to point out that Doom of Newbie is also doing quite well in that he has no deaths so far, which is even more impressive than having a high KD. Having a high KD is awesome and all, but when the less deaths that you have in a game just goes to show
how good you are at your champion.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're just running in all willy-nilly either.
Mm-hmm. Him and Biped, both black deaths. Love to see it. We have a lot of stuff coming up. I believe Otacon's coming in 3 minutes. We have Baron at about the same time. And then we have Soul, or do we have Soul?
I didn't see if we had it or not.
No, I think this next one comes up Soul.
Okay.
And then Elder afterwards. Yay!
Yes. Yeah, there have only been 3 dragons so there should be 1.
And I think it's Infernal Drake. So, Infernal Soul.
Infernal Soul, baby.
Woo!
Right. One of the one of the cool things about what Ornstein does is he has a mechanic where he can take his teammates' items and then turn them into extra strong items.
That's awesome.
So all Ornstein has to do is just make sure that he's scaling well in the top lane and just hold the lane. And then he can give the people who are already doing well on his team really, really good items. And that ends up helping in the team fights like this, where all of a sudden we're able to win a supposed 4v5.
Yeah, Artanis got a triple kill while Siobhan did get Zac in that. Whoa, and that looks like Chotiny's going to be taken out here as well. Ace for Ornn. Ooh.
Okay. Not quite going to put the Vandals in a position to end quite yet, but that is very good. You can tell that we are practically about 10k in the lead for gold, and our kills are very much at the point.
Yeah, that's a heavy difference right there. Even with their advantage in Drakes, looks like we're going to take the second one and even that out anyway. Ooh. Good to see that.
There you go.
That was a fast Drake pick.
Very fast Drake pick. You can tell that the Vandals are scaled a bit, just a wee bit higher than Mary Washington.
Just a tiny itty bitty bit. Great comp, I will say.
I'm not sure what Mary Washington's condition for coming back in this game is. Right now, they are very behind, both in items as well as in their levels, and so they need to win another team fight, because the problem is that Baron isn't up for a while, as well as Eldrake is also not up for a bit longer. And so they don't have like an external factor that they can use as a factor.
No, they only need to like actually get some levels, probably through minion farming.
Minion farming and trying to isolate ones, I think, is something that they're not doing.
If they could roam around in like groups of 2 or 3, that might help, but it would leave their lanes open. So it's kind of a trade-off there, and that might be able to help them with team fights. Yikes. It is what's hurting them, though.
Both these teams here kind of grouped up around the mid-middle area.
Ooh, we are pushed up really far.
Looks like we are going to try and get this this one on Saturn. And its ult has been committed, and that will be an unstoppable for Artanis.
And shut down on Artanis as well.
Okay.
That's okay. I believe he almost got that kill. I think he got the assist instead.
And honestly, it's probably pretty good for the Vandals too, even if with Artanis dead, is that they're able to get a lot of this damage down on the mid-turret. And you'll actually even notice that I was actually wondering what had happened with the bot lane down there. We had actually given up control from both sides, actually, of the mid for the most part. But Mordekaiser was there trying to get some damage onto our initial turrets on that, but we were able to TP down and push him back.
With Biped Toast taking over bot lane as well.
Very fast TP off general. Saw 2 and did not want to get the smoke for that. I don't
blame him either. But it looks like we might be pushing for Baron now. That's nice. But it looks like they will be contesting that. Possibly. That's just the direction I see it heading.
Yeah. Vision going out a little bit. He's going to spot out one, the Vi.
Okay.
So they know that there is some Vandal presence around Baron now.
It looks like they're backing off instead of going towards it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to anybody's quite ready to at least attempt taking Baron
except
here.
for the people swarming Baron?
Except for the
or
people
going past it. Okay.
Looks like they're going past.
I love when it looks like they're converging on something and then they suddenly leave it. Top lane presence. Looks like we're going to have another team fight here. Maybe a 2v1 right now. Okay, 2v2. That's another one. Oh my goodness.
Nimi getting his 5th now in a row without deaths.
Ooh.
And that is good news if you're the Vandals, because that now all of a sudden Mary Washington is down a player, which means that fights are a lot harder for them to win. We had mentioned earlier where it's like, hey, they need to get one pick or something easy that they can just jump somebody on, right? And it's really hard to do that when you're down a man.
Oh yeah.
Because that's just one less place that the Vandals have.
I think the Vandals have been doing that really well.
Yes, they themselves have been doing it excellently. Snipe attempt to get Baron there is not successful for Mary Washington, so Vandals will take Baron and TP home.
Yay! Oh, why didn't we see the Otacon fight?
I don't know. I think I actually don't know.
Because
you're right, because Otacon just kind of came and went, and we're like, hey, all this other stuff is happened on the top lane in the jungle.
And then it just happened. Maybe that's what they were going to before Baron.
Probably.
And they just didn't show us.
Thanks for hopping in, Audi. We appreciate hearing from you.
All right.
Have a good night, friendo.
Good night. But we're going to keep going through here. Kills so far is 24-9 in favor of the Vandals with 10,000 gold difference.
Yeah, we have officially outscaled them now.
And we're pushing up into their spawn pretty soon if we can get past them.
Yeah, it looks like we're trying to get a wrap on this turret over here.
Whoa.
While Mary Washington is having to fight for their lives on the blue or on the mid lane here.
And bot lane was left alone as Ornn pushes forward. Looks like they've decided to converge and defend on mid lane. Except for Saturn. Saturn's fighting Funeral again.
We have made a presence on their spawn. Turret, bot lane, half health gone.
Oh, and we got that turret. And we're gonna get the inhibitor. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's we're getting primed and ready to finish out this game here. Those stronger Sentinel minions are going to be a lot more havoc for Mary Washington now.
I forget. Do the super minions come when all 3 blue inhibitors are gone?
No,
or just
so
one?
they go per lane. So we destroyed the lane in the middle. So the super minions will come mid lane.
Solid. And we get Drake.
Okay.
Yep, that is Soul for us, and we'll be able to take the Elder Dragon next, if it even gets to that point.
I'm imagining that we're going to end here in the next 3 minutes or so. I think there's going to be one more big team fight now that we have all of our enhanced relics and items. I think it's time. I think Vandals are going to make one big final team push for the end.
I think so as well. I mean, with that team kill, it would probably take, what, at this point, half an hour in, 30 seconds before anybody spawns in?
Minimum for sure. So
yeah, so that's enough time for us to get in, start hitting those towers and spawn and go for Nexus.
Yeah, you can actually see even just the aura of the Vandals is pushing them back. They have to play underneath of these turrets if they want a shot at this.
Funeral pushing bot lane by himself with super minions?
Yeah, no, he's about to get super minions unlocked.
Yeah.
There is one cannon that shows up after the 20-minute mark, I believe. And that acts like a bigger one, but like the actual Sentinel minions don't show up until you destroy the character.
Okay, whoa, look at this team fight. Artanis was taken out. It looks like the Vandals are winning this team fight still.
And an important shutdown onto the Kasai, actually. And Might actually has slain Funeral as well, so the Mary Washington able to push the Vandals back.
Making me eat my words immediately.
And, yeah, that is an excellent team fight for if you're Mary Washington now. They will lose, I believe, both of their turrets for that fight, meaning that they have no more protection for 3 minutes.
I mean, if it lasts that long, it really depends. Biped is on his own for the next 10 seconds-ish. but that could be the turnaround they need.
We'll have to see. They still are very much behind
True.
in gold. And so you can actually see that Ezra down there at the bottom just bought a sword. He is not able to finish out his build yet. So that is the thing that the Vandals have over Mary Washington right now. Is that, oh, hey, we have the...
Yeah, they have everything they need for the push forward. Kaisa does have 1 kill on him now. Biped is the only one without a death so far. But you know what? That is a 5-1 record.
Yeah,
and not disappointing at all.
And for what you got out of your death, too, is you got 4 of the turrets actually in their spawn, which is a very good trade-off, I think, for giving away 5.
I completely agree. Still ahead in gold.
Yeah, and you'll actually notice that Mary Washington is still having to clear out these minions that are remaining over in their spawn now, and so that just gives the Vandals all this time in the world to finish their...
And they're already pushing forward, yeah.
Yeah, and they're ready to re-hit.
Let's see if Mary Washington's ready to defend. They might be.
They might be indeed. Yeah, all 5s on this lower region of the map here.
Dropping back to spawn turrets.
Yeah, but again, there's no turrets there to defend them, so they're going to actually have to win this fight fair and square now.
Ooh.
And the Ornstein ult is going to come in and do some stun.
Lots of stuff happening right here. Okay, that is 1 out, down to the count for 50 seconds.
Mint getting the trade in. He's going to try and look for a second one here, and Joe.
Doom and Siobhan taken out.
Down to a 3v3 left now. They do have some damage on the Nexus.
Funeral taken out. Or, sorry, Funeral's the only one left. Backs off while the minions go for the tower still.
Yes. They did get about a third of the Nexus damage onto it. I think that's why they lost the fight there, is that they were trying to focus on the Nexus instead of focusing in on the team fight. Because they got the one pick and they're like, okay, where they just assume that they're going to win. And the immediate trade coming in from Knight was able to stall out the rest of this match here.
Baron spawned once again.
Yeah, so what will probably happen is the Vandals will go fight for Baron here, and then they're going to want to try and re-hit. Because if they get Baron here, then that's GG. That's wraps. They're too powerful at that point. Especially since, what's it called? Mary Washington still has to clear out all of these minions, you know?
And they don't have time to actually go out and get Baron instead.
You can see they're making their way towards it. They know that it's the Vandals' win condition now.
Okay, maybe. Or maybe they're just trying to get out of spawn and take some control back of the map.
Funeral in the grass here is going to get called out.
Okay. That'll be 3, and it looks like Elder Dragon's here as well. We're probably going to take Elder Dragon over Baron. The buffs for Baron, though, are really good. But you know what? Elder Dragon.
Elder Dragon does also make sense for an endgame.
Ooh, that was a quick take as well.
And now they actually have so much time that they can just walk over to Baron here. And should Mary Washington have been contested, they could have contested them here at Baron as well. But since they're not, this might be a free Baron, honestly.
Free Baron plus Elder Dragon. We might take the game. Yeah,
this will be GG wraps here. Unless the Vandals make a horrible misplay.
Nope. I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah, Mary Washington just spent all that time having to clear out the minions from their spawn. And
Still clearing out some minions.
They did a good job, but this next wave is coming in here soon, and the Vandals are very strong, and Doom of Nudi's immediately slaying Saturn. Might about to follow suit.
Cue Ball and Falco getting taken out right here.
It's 4 of 5.
Joe Tiny getting trapped in the middle of everybody.
Now it's 4 of 5, excuse me. And the one last Mordekaiser, lonely tank, is going to fall.
Oh,
and that will be the GG's. Game 1, going to the Vandals.
Yeah, I mean, still a minute left before anybody spawns in. There's plenty of time for us to take Nexus. Right here. Oh my goodness, look at that damage.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, hey.
That will be Game 1.
35 minutes.
35 minutes indeed. Congratulations to the Varsity team. Good showing, all things considered. I'm very happy with how that game played out. They did a good job.
And I would say Mary Washington, despite like such a huge difference. They were able to take a few impressive team fights towards the end there.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, a 33-minute game is a pretty long game,
yeah.
all things considered, for League as well. I mean, the average is around the 30-minute mark. So they held their own for that whole match, even though they were behind for pretty much the whole of it, honestly.
True.
So good job, team, indeed.
That last few minutes of us taking Elder Dragon and then Baron was really sealing the deal for us.
There wasn't a whole lot they could do in that situation anymore. So
we should be starting the next game pretty soon.
Yes. Sounds like we're going to go ahead and get some bands up and going here in a little bit.
And I believe those new badges should be popping
No,
up?
they're just not popping in. If you'll notice, that actually just doesn't look like anything. That's how small it is, so don't worry about it. I do think we are going to take it to a short break here for a little bit, though. So stick around. Vandals are up 1-0 on Marion Washington.
Let's not do the impersonate.
Yeah, no, please, not for right now. So, but maybe this next game we'll do an impersonate. But stay around, grab your channel points, and then we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the University of Idaho versus Mary Washington League of Legends stream. I'm
Yes.
ZG Finrayer, joined by the lovely
Green Rose Gaming.
Thank you
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you for being here, everybody. We're back. Vandals are currently up 1-0 in the series so far.
Best of 3.
Best of 3. Pretty convincing showing from map 1 for them. So I'm excited to see what it is that they do differently this time, as well as
I guess that really depends on how Mary Washington responds in the pick bans.
Yeah. Which we're not sure who ended up getting banned or so. We should see here in a moment in the lobby what everybody is running.
Yes.
Boom,
Sweet.
just like that. Asking you shall receive. Ooh, we're swapping into the Gangplank here for Biped Toaster.
As well as Mel and Aphelios.
I see. Mel is the new one that just came from Arcane.
Oh, okay.
That's who it is. I figured it out. You're watching that? It's a good show. You're going to like it. It's a very good show.
Opponent-wise, we have a Warwick and a Gwen. That might be a little dangerous with a Nautilus. Hate to see that hook.
Yeah, the Gwen is definitely going to be a very scary pick on the ADC.
Oh, they're taking our Kaisa.
That means that we weren't able to run it because there are no duplicate champion selections for either of the sides. So we had to swap it out, it looks like. We ended up getting the Zac, though.
True.
So we traded Zac for Kasai here. So
well, I mean, with how well our Kaisa did last game, I can see why they would want to prevent us from getting that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And seeing that Galio, I guess we'll see how that works out. I mean, Galio is a pretty strong champion. We'll see him mostly in, I believe, top lane. Galio is a top laner, or is he a mid laner?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Unless the Nautilus is their top lane. I don't know. You could do either one.
Very possible, but I've seen Nautilus in bot lane as well.
Yeah, that's generally where I see him. So, that being said, you will notice that we have a new addition to the Vandal roster now.
Yay!
Shiny Shoes is taking the place of the mid laner for. I almost called him Sleep for Dinner. I don't know why I keep thinking Sleep for Dinner. That's got to be somebody's tag that I know of.
But funeral.
That's probably what it is.
Sleep for Dinner sounds fantastic, actually.
Gwen top. Okay.
Gwen top,
I'm very
not
wrong
support,
in
Galio
my,
mid.
in my spots.
Oh, that's interesting. I was thinking Gwen as support, but you know what? Not as support makes sense. So not is bot lane still.
Okay.
Galio's mid. Okay.
So yeah, we're in for an interesting game. You can see our Vandals -3-minute delay spectator there.
And we are blue team. We see that Gwen with her gigantic scissors.
Funeral is not in this game. No, that is unfortunate. You'll get it. You'll be in the next one, buddy. You'll be in the next one.
Oh.
You go back and forth every time.
Good counter to AP champs. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. When shredding tanks.
Yeah, I figured that she would be ADC just because she does the shredding. I didn't think that she could actually hold her own against the tank. So, but I guess if that makes sense, if she can just shred them at all.
And Warwick's probably running jungle?
Yeah, Warwick is always run jungle. That's pretty much the only spot you ever see Warwick.
True.
Again, not very meta, so I'm kind of surprised that we're running it at all anyway. Both the teams are very interesting to me. I am not sure about some of them. So, I'm curious to see how they play it out.
True. Looks like nothing really big has been happening. Everybody's been setting up instead of doing any minion farming just yet, as they have not spawned. Well, they have, but they're not fully out there yet.
Yeah. I heard it's Control-Shift-Z.
Yes, and it.
There you go.
I knew that Gwen had healing. That's why I thought that she was going to be the support rather than Nautilus. But Nautilus as support I've seen before, so I'm not too surprised.
I think Gwen's is a lot of self-healing, too. I don't think it's actual
right.
healing for any of them.
True.
Okay, game 2, starting out pretty slow, all things considered. Last game, it was a very slow start. It was around minute 7 or so before we even got the very first kill. For either of the teams, and so I'm curious to see if the Vandals are going to take it just as slow as they did last time, or if Mary Washington is trying to push advantages a little bit harder than they were last time.
True, I agree. And I hope that Siobhan King doesn't carry, because I would hope that the whole team is able to hold it their own, but Siobhan is a fantastic player.
Yeah, he had an excellent last game, and I imagine he's going to want to try and replicate that.
but so did Doom of Newbie and Biped.
Yeah, overall, it was a very good game for the Vandals. So we're going to see how Mary Washington is able to.
Hey, looks like we've hit that level 2 wall and pushed forward. Good to see things are happening.
Yeah, it's looking like this is the same sort of intro as last time, where Mary Washington had a lot of the initial aggressive space for the first 3 or 4 levels or so. So right around now is when Vandals started taking these levels into their own hands, if that makes sense.
Yeah, more dominant presence on the map, definitely. Well, I guess we shall see. Oh!
Shiny Shoes getting caught mid here with Artanis. They are going to try and get one, and they do. So first blood within the first 3 minutes this go around.
Looks like it's going to be a 2v3 in our favor. We'll see how Artanis reacts to this. Looks like we're able to engage really well. Show Tiny taken out by Biped, and Saturn running away.
That's going to, excuse me, that's going to be the first 2 picks going to the Vandals. Very fast and aggressive pacing for the Vandals this go around.
If we get that Feat of Warfare again, that would be a good start for the Vandals as well.
Very much so. Huge indeed. Very good team fight. It was actually really good of Shiny to lead them back towards mid, where he had the assistance that he from his jungler as well as his mom.
I completely agree. Great communication on the team. That's probably what's going to get us through this second game. Here we go. Saturn trying to avoid Shiny Shoes' big hits.
Oh, unfortunately, he runs into the wall, and he might actually die for his effort as he decides to flash out and preserve his life.
You know, that turret's going to help out as he channels back, hopefully to get some healing. But maybe come back and Shiny Shoes can take that kill. Love to see it.
We'll have to see. Really, all that it's good for Shiny Shoes is that he gets to get ahead on minion. Is what that means. Is because the who was it? Saturn had to sit under turret in order to preserve his life now. So speaking of trying to preserve his life, looks like there's gonna be a small 2v2 skirmish up.
Oh, 2v3, not in our favor here. Akelko might be taking. No, okay, back to 2v2, but we're lower on health.
I don't want to try and get destroyed in, but I believe that
oh, we got a little bit of healing. Oh no,
it's not gonna matter.
Show Tiny taken out. Biped.
Gwen too strong. Hitbox is too big. So,
yep.
Mary Washington now on the board with a kill of their own.
Looks like we did get that Feat of Warfare. Oh.
Yeah,
what's that symbol above Shiny Shoes? Sorry.
I have no idea.
Do you guys know?
Let us know in the chat. I imagine it has something to do with Mel as a character.
Probably. I just...
It looks like a dragon head if I were to hazard a guess. So it might just be him symboling, oh, dragon, 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 because they are pinging it currently.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine that's probably what it is.
Trying to converge on Cloud Drake. And Void Grubs are coming up in 30 seconds. Either way, going for either would probably be good for the Vandals right now. Warwick W. That's Warwick passive. Oh,
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that do?
No idea.
So the jungler just popped in and threw its passive at Mel? Got it.
I think it marks the target. Which I would guess that if Warwick engages in with the marked target in some way, shape, or form, he either gets buffs or doesn't stuff. That would be my guess.
When a champ is below half health, he gets move speed and attack speed against them.
Okay, yeah. So that's the that's what marking does. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Jedi Ninja. We appreciate it.
And it looks like we're gonna be contesting for Drake, but we're not in the advantage here. As okay, it's gonna be a. Oh.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose that initial fight there on the Drake. At least stalling out the Mary Washington, trying to get it themselves.
Other than the Warwick going in for it. Galio and Shiny Shoes battling out in mid lane once again.
Yeah, we're pretty even, all things considered, right now. Both right around 10k gold, as well as pretty even kills so far. But the Vandals, I believe, are a little bit ahead leveling-wise at this point.
Yes.
We already have 2 people who have ults online, and Mary Washington they also only have 2, but we have everything.
Shiny's throwing some pokes at Galio, but gonna run into Cue Ball. Lots of little skirmishes, but nothing like that initial team fight that we saw.
And that is gonna leave Mary Washington with the Cloud Drake that started out. So
Warwick challenging it on his own.
Yeah, That is pretty much, again, the same way that this happened last game as well, as Mary Washington was able to take the first Drake.
Were they? I thought they took second Drake.
I thought they took the first one, and then we took the next two.
We took Cloud, which was first, and then they took Mountain.
That.
Yeah.
You're right, you're right.
I mean, but still, it was, what, 2? They took 1 Drake in total? Yeah.
They only took 1 Drake in total. Blue team is going to take the Void Grubs for themselves, so
Yay!
Drake for Void Grubs.
Especially if we get the next 3 Void Grubs, I'd say Void Grubs is a better trade-off when we could get more Drakes later.
Yeah.
So, not bad.
Abby.
And going for those Vision Wards.
This game has definitely still been slow, but the beginning was more fast than we've seen in game 1, right? But the game is substantially slowed down a whole lot. You can tell that everybody's just kind of still trying to get a feel for what it is exactly that they want.
I love that we're keeping kills to the minimum on our side. Sorry, deaths. That's what I meant to say. Deaths, not kills.
Yeah.
We want the kills. And Galio's going to rampage through mid lane as much as possible before Mel gets back. All right. I notice how Galio immediately drops back when Mel gets there.
Yeah, he is. You can tell that Shiny just hit 8 levels right there, so he is definitely behind by practically a whole level, which might not seem like a lot, but considering that there's only 18 levels max, that is a pretty substantial amount of power that you're.
Yeah, looks like he channeled back to get some healing before he tries to engage with Mel again, and Mel is going to take, sorry, Shiny Shoes is going to take the chance to attack that tower. Turret. Keep calling them towers.
Cortana's helping out Biped Toaster at the top of there, trying to give him a little bit more space to work with what he was. That being said, that means that there's 3 down in the bot lane, and Might is able to slay Doom of Newbie.
But run under turret, and Shivan King is able to survive that encounter. Maybe they're still around him, so.
So very different game that we're looking at this go around. Last game it was very slow until it pretty much snowballed immediately into the Vandals' favor, whereas this game it's
a lot slower, but with more interaction.
Yeah, there's a lot smaller skirmishes.
Oh, but Shivan might be able to take this.
No, he's too low level for it. He doesn't have ult either. He's not quite level 6 yet. So he's going to unfortunately end up giving the first power plate.
But that's okay. He made some significant damage and made them back off, so.
So I had mentioned how last game the Vandals were behind in levels. It looks like slowly but steadily Mary Washington has been increasing their level count in order to they've now surpassed us.
Okay.
And so a lot of the engages that they've been going for have been we're a level or 2 higher than you by a significant margin. So you can kind of tell that the momentum of the battle, while some of it is still in the Vandals' favor, like economy-wise, level-wise, and like items-wise, it's slowly becoming to Washington.
But is that due to just us not engaging enough with the minions or farming enough, or is it because some of our champions are slower to scale?
I think it's because we're slower to scale, but also because Mary Washington is doing a much better job this time around going for the 2v1 picks that they're able to get off. So they're also getting way more trades than they were last time. So that was a 1-for-1 trade for that fight, even though it was a little bit drawn out. But generally, they were not able to get 1-for-1s. It was always a 2-for-1 that they were able to get at minimum, which was really bad, actually.
Yeah. Not the best. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I thought we were dropping down for preparing for Drake, and I was just like, but that's a little ways off.
That's what.
But we do have Void Grubs coming up. So maybe we're prepping for that.
Yeah, you can actually tell 3 of the 4 bot laners are actually channeling in order to try and get back. Leaving the lone Doom, try and get a little ahead on the bot lane minions there.
Yes, that does give him the opportunity to level up, and actually, I think we're higher than Might. Get higher than Might, yeah. Sweet. Oh, Shiny Shoes hitting through that wall. With
wow, barely dodging the Saturn Gust to wins too. That was actually very sick spacing.
Ooh. Oh, for a second I thought we were red still, and I was just like, no. But we do have that team fight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, having all 5 on the Void Grubs is going to push the Vandals out.
And they're going to get that second set of Void Grubs.
Yeah.
We did get one, though, so we kept them from getting a full set. But they also kept us from getting both sets, so...
Now the kills are 5 apiece, so you can tell that Mary Washington is slowly drawing their way back.
Might gonna encounter Artanis with Doom Newbie, taking out Doom.
I don't like Doom trying to commit to that fight there with Artanis. I think he needed to run just a little bit further so that Artanis could come there. Because now Artanis is gonna have to fall himself.
Oh, yeah. If he dropped back just a little bit more, however, he would have engaged with 2 more of Mary Washington players, as well as the Cloud Drake. So, or, that's not Cloud Drake.
The last one was a Cloud Drake.
That is a water drake? I forget what those are actually called, but I know it's water symbol.
Yeah, I was like, the symbol is right there, so it's water something.
It's water something. Then again, the earth symbol is a mountain drake, so it's just like, is it called water, or is it called like...
Ocean. Oh, it might be Ocean Drake.
Ocean Drake.
It's Ocean Drake.
It's Ocean Drake.
We got there, chat.
No, it's a Hex Deck Drake.
Oh. My bad.
We were completely wrong.
We were completely wrong. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Ooh, they have overtaken us on kills and gold. They have taken both Drakes, 2 Void Crubs.
Yeah, Mary Washington playing much better for this second game, both in terms of their champ picks as well as how they're taking their team fights. Their team fights have been looking phenomenally better.
That is what was hurting them in the last game, definitely. All right, here we go. Turret plating has fallen. More vulnerable. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Might destroying Doom of Newbie there.
And going after Siobhan with Cue Ball as well. Siobhan's probably not going to make it out of this.
No, has to flash out to try and escape. It's looking like he will escape with his life.
Okay, that's good. Shiny Shoes left alone in mid lane, waiting for minions to come as Galio just shows up once again. Avoiding that wind as well.
Yeah. Shiny Shoes doing a very good job at actually prioritizing these minions while still avoiding Saturn. Because Saturn is actually going for these minions, as you can see, as well. But Shiny's spacing has been phenomenal so far. But that being said, you can't get out of a hook like that.
Nope, and it's going to be a 2v3 in favor of Mary Washington. Things are turning around, though.
Yeah, Shiny Shoes rooted in this place is going to end up losing his life. Saturn able to kill him with the turret. So.
Okay, Artanis is alone in mid lane, trying to hold his own.
He wants to get this pick here, but he just doesn't have the ability to do so.
I think he should just cover mid lane for now and wait for Mel to come back. Biped just doing top laner stuff with Cho Tiny countering the minions.
You'll actually notice that Biped Tester is not playing a traditional tank. It's Gwen, like Jedi Ninja had mentioned, where she does well into the tanks. He's not going a tank this go around.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. That is how counterpicking works. So he is able to still hold his own quite well, and he's doing quite well in the turret, too. You can actually see he's almost gotten rid of the entire thing now.
Yes, distracting Cho Tiny while the minions just keep working. Oh!
Yeah.
Heavy hit on Cho Tiny. Still don't know if I'm actually saying that name right.
Who knows?
Fine.
Maybe we'll have to interview Marion Washington.
Yes.
That we'll have to get the answers that we see.
Yeah, you guys can just pop in chat, and we'll ask you questions from there.
Yep.
Saturn and Galio.
Rating wards, it looks like.
I meant to say Shiny and Saturn.
Saturn and Galio.
Saturn and Galio.
So, turn number 1 going to Mary Washington, I believe.
In
bot lane?
Bot lane, yeah. But it looks like we had Artanis and Siobhan dropping back to push back.
Lane?
No, it was bot lane.
Oh, we got the turret in the top.
Oh, we did!
I see, okay.
We were thinking that we were red team
I
again.
was thinking that we were red team again.
It's okay, guys. Oh, Saturn missing Artanis.
He's going to get taunted for his trouble there. Is Biped Toaster going to be able to get there in time in order to save Artanis? He is.
2v3 now as Gwen does show up for that Herald, though. They're going to probably get that, actually.
deciding not to engage very much. Even though that we are a little bit higher level, you can see Cho actually is able to level up 11 right at that very moment.
Mm-hmm. I hope we can clean up
Ivan
our...
Toaster is attempting to steal the Rift Herald.
Oh?
We are
And
able
we
to actually
do.
get Saturn here.
Okay, we have a 3v2 now. No, okay, that was just movement from Shiny.
Yeah.
And we might be able to steal the Rift Herald here.
Yeah, that was an incredible collapse from the Vandals. You can see that they had pinched Mary Washington from both sides in order to isolate the 3 who were stuck on the Rift Herald.
El Palco is looking like he wants to contest, but they know that's probably not a good idea right now. Especially with Doom of Newbie right there as well.
Yeah.
Ready to hop in if needed.
Yeah,
Okay.
that will give Rift Herald to the Idaho Vandals.
I think taking out that Gwen in the beginning of that team fight is what we needed.
Very much so. I do agree. You can actually see that she's probably the one who's the most scaled currently at the moment. She's
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not actually. Now that I'm
A
actually looking at that
3-3?
scoreboard, she has the best item pool, and so she is able to do fast damage. That Nastra's Tooth, I think, or Claw, whatever the item in her first slot is, decreases her attack, so she can attack faster.
Oh, and with Gwen, that's actually really
Which
good.
is really good with Gwen. So that's why she's able to do so much damage out there.
Looks like we're going bot lane with that Rift Herald, I believe. Or did we take mid lane?
It's
I
definitely
couldn't
mid
see
lane.
it. Okay.
Their mid turret is now gone.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was just like, I just don't see anybody there. Wow, this is a big team fight for Drake.
Yeah, again,
Chemtech?
the Vandals are trying to collapse on the Chemtech Drake.
No. Yeah, Chemtech.
Right.
Yeah, I should stop doubting myself.
And going 1-for-1 now. I lied.
Ooh.
Make that 2 for 2.
Okay. 4 2.
3 for 2. 4 for 2. Okay.
4 for 2, and oh, it's Mountain Drake.
Ah.
I should doubt myself sometimes.
It's always important to doubt yourself.
All right, here we go. Back to regular.
You stole that from Undream. Oh, that's
Ooh.
awesome.
Love that for Shiny. And Might running away now that the minions are distracted.
Might has done their damage that they needed to do, though. They marched their minions up to the tower. They can go back and spend their gold.
Yup. Looks like they're having their Nautilus go mid lane or jungle, heading towards top. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, whoa. Looks like a lot of people are going towards top lane or in that general area.
And, I believe it's because your favorite guy is hanging out up there.
Oh.
See the blood roses are on the map as we speak.
Yay. I do like Otacon. He's such a cool inclusion in this new patch.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy doing a little.
Definitely little. Yup. He's the tiniest guy.
It's the smallest of the small.
Yup.
Poppy. So.
And Poppy exists.
That's exactly right. I think the Vandals have been doing an excellent job at holding off these towers. This is the first time that Mary Washington has been able to take a tower so early on in the map, right? And that is down in the top.
And even with like the kill difference and like how Mary Washington has been doing in team fights, we've been keeping gold really close together. So we've been holding our own.
And gold is all that really matters, and the way that we get that to work is that these players with the bounties are we're able to steal some of these bounties, and that's you can see why they have the bounties is that they're doing quite well both in terms of kills and.
So far, it's a 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 3 for 2. Okay, a 3 for 2 team fight that we win.
Very strange team fight. It kind of happened all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I was not ready for a team fight.
Especially right there.
Yeah.
That was an awkward spot, but that does mean we can push for Otacon as Doom starts healing. Here we go. We actually get to see Otacon this time.
We get to see him. There he is. The little guy.
Oh, he's so pretty. That is the descriptor I'm using for him.
We'll get him down to about half health here. I don't think that Mary Washington can contest here.
They're going to try, though.
They're going to try and get there. They might be able to
They're
get a couple
not gonna,
of
though.
roses. Yeah, they were not able to get it in time. Bibetester barely making it out with his life. Shiny Shoes withdrawing.
Looks like they weren't able to get the blood roses either, though.
Wow. So good take for the Vandals there.
And we run away.
Yeah.
Which is a great idea because those are a couple level 12s and a level 10 when we're just one level 12 and a level 10.
Yeah. So the gold is it is the big story for how well you're able to scale onto the rest of your opponent team, right? The problem is that the levels are the other big story, and right now the Vandals are very behind it.
Though we are catching up. Okay, their items are a lot better than ours.
Yeah.
We have
Generally,
items.
yes. Yeah.
We have the items. We just don't have as good of items for our current lineup. A 3v3
fight under turret here.
Artanis isn't looking too good, though. Needs to back up like he's doing. Okay. 4v. Whoa.
Wow, what a huge jump from Saturn here.
Okay, Biped still chasing him down past that first broken down turret.
Has to go
wow.
into the jungle here, and now there's 4 Vandals all chasing Saturn down.
Artanis just not letting him get away.
Yeah.
Did you see that? He almost got away, and then Artanis was like, no, I'm Zach.
Time to hook, my friend.
Hello, let's just drag you into the group of 4.
Yeah, that being said, that will give the Warwick down in the bottom lane some pretty free damage onto our bottom turret, which is where they have their biggest lead so far. So
through while we're countering on top lane.
Yeah, we're trading our top lane turret for our bottom lane turret for their top lane.
Yes. And Might tried to get there in time, but just couldn't. But Zach is coming down to challenge that Warwick.
I don't think he's going to get there. Oh, no, Artanis is there in order to pick up the slack. That should be the turret down.
Oh, he tries running away.
Yeah, he's just gonna be able to make out with his life. Because Artanis, oh no, he's going for the kill here.
With
King,
Siobhan
it's
helping
a long
out.
flank.
Doom and Newbie coming in behind, but he is being chased by. Oh no, that was a jungle monster. Never mind. I thought I saw red and I was just like, oh.
That was a great gank from Siobhan King, forcing the TP out of Warwick.
I can see another team fight come in. 3v4, 5. Oh, 5v5.
Big team fight coming in for the Vandals. Shiny is unstoppable as we speak.
Okay, so far it's still good for the Vandals. 1 taken down from red team, but we're not. Oh. Okay, 2 taken, none lost.
Okay. Yeah, the Vandals right now have 2 very fed players. Both Bypass Toaster as well as Shiny Shoes are very, very fed as we speak.
Our first Drake!
We got Drake, baby. Let's go.
Drake!
And the only other person that's very fed for the Mary Washington, I think, is Warwick, right? Being
Yeah.
8-4, so the Warwick is doing quite well, but you'll also notice that they no longer have the bounty, meaning that they just recently died.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we might be going for Baron now. Or maybe we'll wait a little bit, because it looks like we're going to have another team fight before that's available to us.
Definitely are going to want to set up the wards now so we can see, hey, are they going for it right now? Or are they...
Okay. Siobhan hiding out in the bushes.
Vandals know that they are heading towards Baron now. Looks like they are going to try and start it.
Yep. It's going to be a 2v3 to start. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage just to come in. Saturn's going to be taken out here. Jumping onto Cue Ball. We have another of... Oh, okay, that's already 2 dead.
Yeah, very, very fast picks for the Vandals there. They were well aware of the timing that the Mary pick there had.
Challenging Baron as a team is great. And why is Altalco, though, when he has bot lane free again to attack?
He was trying to look to steal the Baron with the little explosion barrier there, but Artanis, very aware, goes outside to check and make sure that nobody's there and actually takes the explosion for himself.
Nice.
Not able to take Baron from Idaho. Pushing them in the lead now again.
Yep. And we saw such hope from Mary Washington.
Yeah, they had a great start. All things
yeah.
considered, their team fights looked way better. Their scaling looked incredibly good. It's just I think they're getting these trap picks that the Vandals have started employing in order to try and isolate duels have been a lot better in second.
Yeah, and I think what we were talking about earlier about the Vandals just scaling slower as champions has been hitting now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and not having the Ornn is definitely helped in that, we have to scale a lot slower than we did last time because we don't get those boosted artifacts this time.
Right. Okay, here's Saturn going against Shiny Shoes, but Altalca is going to be coming in flank.
Shiny was looking to try and get the turret down. I actually think he's going to lose his life here.
But maybe? No.
No, definitely losing their life there. But again, we are trading. the kill on Shiny Shoes for the turret inside the base, as well as the turret mid.
And possibly inhibitor now? Oh, cue ball's coming in.
Oh, that's definitely an inhibitor, though. There's
Oh, yeah.
Again, they might lose their lives for this, actually. I was unaware of their game where they had 2 more. Biped Tusser trying to flash himself out. Should escape with his life here?
I think they channeled back to be able to counter that, but we did get that inhibitor, so that's good for top lane. We're going to be seeing some super minions.
Wow. And Warwick actually even just clearing out Biped Tusser here. They knew he was there,
Oh.
but again, Biped Tusser's, it's a bait. They have people waiting to cover him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so now they're actually going to turn what was into a 1v1 into now the Vandals have 3 kills.
2 free ones, especially with Artanis being Zac. He's able to move so freely, so they just meet one of the Vandals, and suddenly Zac's right there.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Mary Washington is having PTSD flashbacks. They have to clear minions from their spawn again.
Oof.
The game is only hit the 28-minute mark, and they're having to clear the minions again. And that was their downfall last time, is that they couldn't protect both the rest of their outside resources because they had to protect their base.
But that might help them out with leveling. Not that they
really.
have much more to do.
Not really. There gets to a point where you're just the amount of XP you're gaining from the minions is just not enough to keep up with the minions from the jungle or from Baron or the other more important boss.
Or just like other
Or
champions.
just champion kills for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that is
Yeah.
another red turret as Mel and Shiny and Biped start taking bot lane. Gonna meet Warwick here. Maybe trapping him. Gotta watch out for that turret, though.
Oh, because the Ornn on the cue ball here should come around, and I think the Vandals recognize it. Like, hey,
Yeah,
we can't push
cue
this too
ball.
hard.
And Gwen are coming down. Okay.
A lot of damage got coming out from cue ball, and you didn't see it, but the Shiving King is actually coming around on the gank. And is trying to get the Ornn. Nothing has happened so far.
Shiny Shoes with the poke, able to take down that Gwen. Might take him down. All right.
That's a double now again for the Vandals,
Oh.
leaving their final turret prime and ready for the taking. Only the sad, lonely Warwick,
Gonna be taken out here.
not even a flash able to save him, and that will be the turret down. Do they get 2 turrets here? I believe they might.
Maybe. They still have 20 seconds before the next Mary Washington player. The Eagles.
Oh, they are the Eagles. aren't they?
Eagles!
They are the Eagles, huh?
Oh, and they get the inhibitor too.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
both inhibitors actually. So that's all 3 inhibitors down for Mary Washington. Vandals, if you're smart, need to reset right now. And it looks like they are going to do that. They have had a history of trying to, oh, let's just end right now. We can do it.
Yeah,
but
but
Mary Washington would have come back right at that very moment.
this might be another 35-minute game.
I don't think 35. I'm thinking 34. I think 34, maybe 33 if they're fast.
I was kind of around 35.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
But,
'Cause, yeah,
oh, we're going
this-
for Drake instead of resetting all the way to...
Yeah,
Ooh.
very good pick for the Vandals. I believe Baron is still up? Correct me
No,
if I'm wrong. No? Okay.
it's up in a minute and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like we're going to get those equipment items.
Either way, I'm curious to see what the Vandals do now, because they have an opportunity where they have all the minion support that they're going to want in order for this next fight, but I'm not sure that the Vandals are quite strong enough. They are a whole, oh gosh, in some cases 4 levels ahead
Ooh.
of Mary Washington, but I don't know if that's enough to justify trying to win now.
Yeah, maybe wait for Baron.
Waiting for Baron, I think, is the smart play.
Next sign of Otacon for those blood roses that pop up with his first sign.
Yeah.
There's still a few of the small blood roses for that. And I completely agree, Funeral. Great performance from Biped.
Yeah, this has been a phenomenal game for Biped. He's 12-2 actually now. Scaling a little bit slower than he initially wanted at the beginning, but now he's picking up the pace. You can see he has a full set of item list. He is mad chilling.
Ooh. I will say, what you were talking about them having to clear out the minions from base is pretty much how the Vandals were able to push up so far in their jungle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And now the Vandals are prepping. They're getting ready for this next, I believe, team fight as they are destroying the wards, getting rid of vision for Mary Washington.
Or going for Baron first. Let's see if they're going to challenge that.
I don't know what Mary Washington can do about that. They are aware that the Baron is probably the play, because Vandals,
but they might not get there in time, depending on how fast the Warwick
they're
get
going
there.
to try and maybe steal it, but I don't think they can. So, yeah,
No.
Vandals are just going to take Baron.
And they're running away, which they should.
Yeah, just channel back, heal up, buy your last couple items. Infinity Force for iPad Toaster there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this should be game. I don't see any other way that at this point now.
It really depends how that team fight goes.
Yeah, and you can see that they're still having to clear some of these minions out. Those super minions doing so much work for distracting Mary Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see the Vandals are all 5 marching up mid now, right behind these other minions, and they're ready for an end.
Yeah, Warwick's gonna meet them first. Maybe.
We'll get vision
Unless he
on
walks
them.
away. Okay, here we go. They're dropping back to those spawn turrets like we saw them do in the last game. Did not help that much, though.
I think they're going to wait for this last wave to try and catch up with them so that they can...
Oh, inhibitor again. Right, I forget that they
it's been 3
respawn as well.
minutes. Yep. So now, big team fight coming out. A lot of damage coming out.
Doom taking
Poor
out Ord.
Cue-Ball. Artanis
Okay.
is going to not get traded. Oh, he is going to get traded. Okay. That is a full team wipe. That is GG's.
That is, in fact, GG's. As they already took out one turret, they have the super minions. They're going for that the Nexus.
That's GG's.
GG's.
Excellent performance from the Vandals. They came back. I will say they were down.
Oh, yeah.
I had them. I was a little bit worried. I was like, oh, they're actually pretty far behind, all things considered, going into like the midway point of this game.
Yeah,
but
it was a little nerve-wracking seeing them get down in gold and kills. But you know what? The fact that they were able to get down in kills, but keep up that gold and be mostly even with them, that was impressive to me.
Yeah.
I think they were keeping their own.
excellently played. And hey, good adjustments to Mary Washington too. I mean, the whole reason that we were down at the beginning of the half is because Mary Washington came back and they're like, yo, we can show you that we can fight still. We still got stuff that we want to show you. So.
They started getting those team fights. Of course, later in the game, they were starting to lose those team fights because we got our stuff together and started finishing them off. But those beginning team fights were great showing from Mary Washington.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Vandals. That makes them, I believe, 3-1 now.
3-1.
3-1 is what our record is now, and so Vandals are sitting. I'm not gonna say sitting pretty, but they're sitting
pretty well.
Attractive. We'll put it that way.
Thank you, YOLO Paradise.
Yeah, and thanks to you guys too. There's a lot of love for Siobhan King. We love to see it. Our Vandals we love to see the support, and they love looking back and watching them. So.
And coming up next week, Varsity is going to be going up against Grand Canyon University, while JV is going to be going up against Lycoming.
Okay. Both new matches for these teams. I'm unfamiliar with either of these colleges, so that'll be interesting for us. We'll have to do a bit of research ourselves in order to try and figure out what it is that we're up against next week. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Have you got anything else you want to sign off with?
No, I believe that's all for the night. We don't have any more games. JV had a bye tonight, so no news there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you around later. Bye.